Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and talk about Love and Marriage DC. Now, listen, I know that some of you just watch my reviews. Thank you. I'm not complaining. Keep watching them, okay? But I also want to say that I think that if you are the person who only watches watches YouTubers reviews um, over Love and Marriage or on Love and Marriage DC, I think y'all really should check out the show. Love and Marriage DC is really a good reality TV show. Like, I'm so serious. Ain't nobody paying me to say that, girl. Ain't nobody asked me to say that, girl. I ain't been bought, okay? Girl, I'm serious when I say that I believe that Love and Marriage DC is one of the best reality TV shows out right now, right along with Real Housewives of Miami. And I haven't watched Family Karma in over a month, but Family Karma, Real Housewives of Miami, and Love and Marriage DC, season 2 of Love and Marriage DC. Because season 1, girl, I was halfway, girl. He barely made it through. Do you hear me? Oh, girl. I had almost clocked out. Girl, it's time to go home. Hanging up flat screen. I'm done. Okay? But no, for real, y'all should definitely check out Love and Marriage DC season 2. It's really, really great. Shout out to the cast. Shout out to the producers. Anyways, so let's get into the show. So it starts off where it left off. Brittany has staged an intervention for the family. I don't think anyone knew. I could see if I was Jamie, I probably would have been a little bit, girl, But I think Brittany was coming from like, I'm just trying to help. I don't think she was being malicious. Someone made a great suggestion. There's another YouTuber, Erica De Niro TV. I don't know why I never thought about this, but Jamie is having a problem with, because of his background, him going left instead of going right, has started to catch up with him. He really can't find a job. His background ain't squeaky clean. And she basically said on Twitter that maybe he needs to go into kind of like entrepreneurship or self-employment. Basically, he probably could be a barber. I was like, girl, I never even thought about that. Like, he's probably going to have to go that route until whatever is on his record is taken off. And girl, you know what I'm saying? He's going to have to go that route. He's going to have to go the barber route, the YouTuber route, right? Maybe you could start a YouTube page with your girlfriend. The couples, they usually are okay. And now that you have this platform, you could, more people will know about your YouTube page. So I think that's the route that he's going to have to take, because you can't just not work, right? He gonna have to sit down and figure out some stuff. And your mom and dad are not gonna keep taking care of you. They just gave you an ultimatum, girl, on the show. Jamie, Big Jamie. Big Jamie is a father. Little Jamie is a son. Y'all know, if y'all watch my channel before, y'all know I really don't give these Negroes, girl, no grace. I just full transparency, girl. I just want black men just to do better. That's it. When they see one of us, they see all of us. When they think you trash, they think I'm trash, and I'm not trash. So I need y'all to just get it together. That's it. Gay and straight. We all have some work to do, right? I just hate that when I see some of these men on TV, like, they just look like absolute trash to me. I have a soft spot for Jamie. Y'all know that says a lot, because like I said, y'all already know, honey, I be foot on neck when it comes to these nickels, okay? I have a soft spot for Jamie, Big Jamie, because I really do believe that he wants the best for his son. I really do believe that. I think that's why he gets so emotional. Because he really wants what's best for him. I'm glad that Jamie took accountability and said that, he has to take some of the blame too. I believe so. Because like I said, girl, children don't raise themselves, right? So you have to take some of the blame too. Arena's going to have to take some of the blame too. I'm not saying that she hasn't, but Arena's going to have to take some of the blame too. But I mean, I hear people all the time say, a man can only raise a man. So if that's the case, then girl, really and truly, if we're going to use that logic, then most of the blame would be on Jamie. Because if y'all say a woman can't teach a man how to be a man and there was a man in the household, then I would say that the blame falls on Jamie, quiet as it's kept. But he had a mother, he has a mother. So they both get some of the blame. I think Jamie needs to work on his delivery. He does have a communication problem. I just think Jamie comes from an era, a time, even though, girl, we're all in the same age bracket, because I don't think Jamie is too much older than me, child. I think he might be 48, 49. How old is Jamie? Let me see. Let me see how old. I'm nosy. I don't think they too old. Let me see. Jamie, you only 5'7". Arena only 47. That's what I'm saying. I think we all went to high school and middle school together, child. Anyways, I don't think they're too old. I think they're in their 40s, basically. But Jamie still comes from a time where, girl, we really didn't talk about, and girl, just black people as a whole, girl, we really didn't start talking about mental health until a few years ago. So, in his mind, he's like, girl, he been talking about this shit since he was a child. He ain't doing nothing. When it's like, I mean, you don't want him to, you don't want him to show you either. I just think that Jamie needs to work on his communication with little Jamie, and I think that he needs to work on, the things that he says. But I don't think Big Jamie is a horrible person. Now, I mean, girl, we could talk about him and that wandering dick of his, allegedly, and how he used to fall asleep at the red light, aka another bitch house. But we're not gonna go down that road. We're not gonna be messy today. But for real though, I really have a small soft spot for Jamie Tyler. I do. I don't think he's a horrible person. And I love the fact that he's not afraid to cry on TV, because Jamie done cried more than a couple of times on this TV show. I love it. I love that he cries over his family. He cries over his sons. That just shows me, for me, this is just for me, because we don't see black people cry, especially men. So the simple fact that he gets this emotional about his son just shows me that he really cares about his son. He just wants his son to do better. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. Y'all let me know what y'all think. All right. Look, Jamie don't want to go to therapy. He changed his mind at the end, but initially he was like, no, I don't want to go. A part of me does feel like Jamie just wants to sit around in sorrow. Like, Jamie, you're old, but you're not that old. You still have enough time to get it together. You're 25, 26. You know what I'm saying? If you start today and have a game plan, you could have your stuff together in a couple of years. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you were to go and learn how to cut hair and become a barber, you could really start to get your clientele up with this show. You could really get it to, that's why while this show is on, you need to be trying to come up with a game plan, because you have an advantage over other people, which is this show. So, Jamie, you're going to have to get it together. Again, he didn't want to go to therapy at first. He says he'll go. They basically told him he gonna have to get it together and move in with his girl. I wasn't mad at Big Jamie when he said that. Because I think the thing that I'm stuck on too with little Jamie is how dare you open up your mouth and say, I don't want to do security. Like, brother, you may not have a lot of options. So you're going to have to do security. Because at this point, again, you don't really have a lot of options. And when I hear him say things like that, that's when I start to get frustrated. So I can just imagine, like, I understand that parents, I'm not a parent, but I can understand how within frustration you can say, and that's for everybody really. When you're frustrated, you say things that you probably normally wouldn't say. But Jamie gonna have to just figure it out. And I'm not mad at them for basically telling him that if he don't get it together, he gonna have to move with his girlfriend. Is she the one who holds you down? Okay, move over there. Winter's having a party. She wants everybody to come, including the football team. Now, Winter, you can't be you. It's like you want to extend an olive branch, but in your extension of the olive branch, you still want to throw shade with the olive branch. Do you want them to come, or do you want the football team to come? Like, girl, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, Winter. Antonio, which is Ashley and Quick's son, got into a fight at school. You know, he got suspended. I got it. I understood why he got into a fight. I'm not saying it's right, but I understood. The little boy said that one of the little boys at school stole his jacket. So he went to get his shit back. Okay? And the little motherfucker tried to act like he was a punk. And so he swung on his ass. That's bad. Now, he ain't said all that, but girl, that's pretty much what happened. So he got into a fight. I'm not saying it's right. But, Quick was, it was true. Like, you just never know nowadays. You don't. Girl, you go get your jacket back. This little boy done brought a gun to school. You just never know you really never know the outcome when it comes to fighting, period. But I also understood why the little boy fought for his jacket. Spread the word. Take it again. You'll get your ass popped too. Leave my stuff alone. Okay? Can I say something? DJ Quick. I noticed when you did it the first time, I think I let it slide. See, I notice a lot of stuff. I do. Sometimes I just let it slide though. But I remember the first episode of the season, you were comparing your son to little Jamie. And you are still doing it episode 5. I really want you to stop comparing little Jamie and Antonio to each other. I don't know why that's starting to bother me. Maybe if you compared Antonio to you when you were his age, then I guess okay. But I think that could cause an issue. Like, I get it. I wouldn't want my son to turn out like little Jamie either, just truthfully speaking. But I just think you should stop. That's it. Okay, so Joy and Sherelle meet up. Girl, when Joy came to fight. Joy came came dressed just in case she had to fight. Okay, Joy came out with a jumpsuit on and some Nikes. Did y'all see what Joy had on? I'm sorry, I kind of go up for Joy. Some of y'all swore up and down that girl I wasn't gonna like Joy. I don't go up for Joy. But Joy is all right in my book. Joy seemed cool to me. I think that Joy lives in reality. And I think Sherelle doesn't. I told y'all Sherelle's going to be the messy girl. Sherelle, girl, you messy girl. You kind of funny a little bit, but girl, you still messy nonetheless, girl. I knew you was going to be messy. The way you walked your ass onto the seat, I knew you was going to be the messy one. I clocked it. I said, girl, because you're putting yourself in something that don't have nothing to do with you. Joy and Sherelle meet up. To me, I don't understand the meeting either. Sherelle, here we go again. She's putting herself in something that has nothing to do with her. I get it. That's her husband. Let me just be fair. That's her husband. Nobody wants to hear that someone has said that their husband or wife is shady. Even if it was about a situation that you ain't had nothing to do with, nobody wants to hear that somebody's going around saying that their husband is shady. So I completely understand Sherelle's frustrations, okay? But the truth of the matter is, like I said in my last review, you was not with that man at work. You don't know what happened at that man's job. And I'm just going to be honest, I ain't heard Black's story yet, but I believe Joy already. She says that I knew Black before you knew. And this is how I knew Sherelle. Sherelle, you started telling on yourself. People can change, people can grow. So if you're saying that people can change and people can grow, are you acknowledging that there's a possibility that he did what he did? Hello, somebody. But just like Joy said, I knew him before you knew him. Well, I know him now. I knew him. What did she say? I knew Black before you. Well, I know him now. I knew Black before you. Sherelle, you can't tell Joy about her experience with your now husband, who she knew before he was your husband. You can't. You can't. You can't. And I've said this before. It happens like this all the time. You get with somebody, they complain about, or it may be a situation with like the baby mama. You automatically believe your boyfriend word over. You ain't never heard. You don't even know what happened between him and the baby mama, but you automatically gonna take his word. Even though you've dealt with enough niggas to know that niggas ain't shit and niggas be lying, all of a sudden you think that you just met Barack Obama. And everything he got to say about his baby mama, it was just so horrible. Now, mind you, him and that woman was probably together for 10 years. But now all of a sudden she's just this horrible person. Sherelle, you get with this man, somebody is telling you, hearing that someone is sharing their experience that they had with this man prior to you even knowing this man, and all of a sudden they're lying and your husband not shady. You don't know what was going on back then. You really don't. Joy was like, she think that all parties involved should be there. Joy basically tells the story of what happened. They were in a group. I think 2 of the members either quit or they kicked them out. I forgot, girl. They did an audition for 2 new members. It went great. But then Black wanted to, after the tour or after the audition or whatever happened, Black wanted to bring in the old members and then basically kick the new members out, even though they created this buzz with the new members. She brings up the word shady. Girl, no tea, no shade. We all know shady can mean different stuff, girl, right? Remember on Bell Collective when old girl was like, when they said, when I think it was Tambra saying that the new girl, I forgot her name, was shady, and she felt like they were trying to say she was shady in business, but I think they were just saying like she was shady. You know how people say like like reading, like oh, she read people, she shade people, right? I think that's the way that they meant it, but she took it as they were trying to say she was shady in business. Girl, no tea, no shade. Joy said your husband was manipulative, inconsiderate, selfish. Yeah, girl, I think I would have been out. I think I just would have been better if she just, girl, those are the words that she used to describe your husband. Well, her co-worker at the time. Shady might sound a little bit better than the words that she used. All right, let's move on. Um, the doctor. I love the doctor. Big Jamie and Little Jamie went to therapy. You know, from what I remember, it was supposed to be family therapy, but I guess they changed it to just father and son, which I can kind of understand because when you really think about it, the two that have the most tension, the ones who almost came to blows, was Jamie and Jamie. So I guess in a way, it makes sense for it to at least start out with them. I do believe that Arena should join at one point, a few times, but I can see why it started out with Little Jamie and Big Jamie because it's a lot of this there. Jamie starts to talk, and he said he starts to blame it on the alcohol girl, and the doctor tells him that he is not going to let him use drinking as an excuse. I'm with him on that because I get that everybody functions differently when they have a few shots, have a few glasses of wine, but I don't know, girl, because I don't know. Everybody's different. Girl, I've sat on live with y'all and took them to 10 shots before. And I don't cut up the way that some people cut up. I'm talking about double shots. Girl. And I don't remember cutting up the way that some people cut up. So it's just like, that's why I never can understand when people do get a little drunk, they start to act crazy and say like just crazy off the wall shit, like calling your son a bum, and then say, "Oh, well, I was drunk." Girl, okay, girl. He basically says that he was a cop. He has a very strict way of living. The doctor tells him that him being the older adult, he should have a better approach. Jamie said that he's probably still holding on to stuff that little Jamie did when he was younger, like stealing his car. Like, why are you stealing my car? Like, I'm glad they had this conversation, right? The doctor tells little Jamie that the work starts with him. Jamie says that he needs to own up to his own mistakes. That's true. Like, girl, why your parents, they need to own up to their mistakes. It's blame for everybody involved because Jamie, at the end of the day, you decided to go left and not right. And that's just what it comes down to. Like, you started hanging out with the wrong crowd, probably. That's why they say always be careful because shit will come back to bite you in your ass. So the shit that you did when you were a teenager, when you were in your early 20s, now it's coming back to bite you at 26. You can't find a job. You know? He says that, you know, it's been times where he just felt like I don't need to be here because if they think I'm such a problem, then let me just end it all. Like I said, I'm not taking stuff like that lightly. I've said what I've said about little Jamie, but I also believe that he does struggle with mental health issues, all that stuff. I believe it. I hope that little Jamie continues to see this doctor. That's the only thing I'm always nervous about when I see these scenes on TV. Like, because I feel like the doctor seems like a good therapist. I just hope it's not for TV. Like, I always wonder, do y'all keep these therapy sessions up when the cameras are down? Or is it just for when the cameras are rolling? Quicksilver. Quicksilver has a street named after him. Honey, shout out to Quick. All bullshit aside, I think that is a very big deal. Bitch, shout out to DJ Quick. Shout out to DJ Quick. Bitch, do you know how sickening it is to walk around here and have a whole street named after you? Bitch, y'all hoes can tell me shit. Y'all can tell me shit. Girl, if I had a whole street named after me, a street, talking about legacy living on. I mean, unless they change it one day, of course, but girl, that's a very big deal. To me, it is. Oh, I would love to have a street named after me. I mean, wouldn't we all though? Shout out to Quick. That's cute. That's cute. Shout out to him. He got very emotional. I love it. I think we need to start seeing more people cry, men and women, but especially black men on TV. Girl, it's okay to cry. It's okay. Girl, I be struggling with that too sometimes, Shay. I don't want nobody to see me cry either, but it's okay. Sherelle, girl, you messy girl. Girl, I gotta listen. Sherelle is okay. It's not nobody on the show that I don't dislike Sherelle. Sherelle is okay. I know Sherelle is just a messy girl. That's it. Somebody gotta be the messy girl. You know, somebody gotta play the role of the messy girl. And it's Sherelle. I just feel like Sherelle, she comes on too strong. Like, girl, calm down. Like, there really was no need for you to approach Arena in that moment. It really wasn't. Like, I think this is what happens with reality TV. I think that we've gotten to a point where the girls and boys think, especially the girls, because usually the shows that I watch, well, not all the time, but like the Love and Marriage is the Real House, it usually revolves around the women. They feel like when they get together, because it's never really the guys that are fighting. Well, sometimes they have gotten into it. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, girl, every time y'all get together, girl, it does not have to be a scene. And I think that's what the girls think. Like, every time we get together, girl, we have to fuss, fight, and argue. Like, Sherelle, it would have been okay for this to be just a cute episode where, girl, y'all honored Quick and then took y'all asses home. And then maybe the next episode, when y'all all met up, you and Arena could have got into it. Sherelle was out of line. I would have been pissed off a little bit if I was Quick and Ashley, quiet as it's kept. Because y'all could have saved that for Girl tomorrow. Girl, I'm sure we're going to be filming tomorrow. Y'all couldn't wait this tomorrow to do this shit. Sherelle. Sherelle said she saw... Bitch! When Sherelle said she saw Arena dancing with her bob...
But in my peripheral, I see Arena dancing around with this bob. And at this point, I'm like, I have to...
And that bob was moving. I live for... Y'all know I live for Arena in a way. Arena... You know, I think Arena is one of the flies... I almost said flies bitches. Arena is one of the flies women on TV. Hands down. I don't care what nobody say. I will put Arena up there like Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, girl, Arena could walk right beside Marlo and them. And fit right in. She really good. Girl. Kenya, you know, Marlo give you more of a street vibe. Arena said, Sherelle said she can't help herself. I think she said that in the confessional. Like, Sherelle, you're too old not to be able to control your emotions. I mean, girl, we all have to work on, you know, our emotions sometimes. But girl, you're too old not to be able to let shit sit for another day. So she walks up, they're all in the group, girl. She starts to talk, and then she was looking right at Arena. The way she was talking was like she was talking to the whole group, but she was really talking to Arena. So I guess Arena saw her looking at her, so Arena said, "Ah, girl, I was giggling." Girl, Raina said, "Oh, so you addressing me, not everybody." Bitch, I was hollering. So, girl, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Excuse me, I need to blow my nose. I need to blow my nose. Okay, so, sure. Arena was low-key eating Sherelle up. In all honesty, girl. Arena was right. Quad just kept. Bitch, hold up. When Sherelle was like, shady is a fucked up word. And then when Arena said, shady is a word that describes your husband. When I said, oh, girl. I said, oh, girl. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. I said, okay, girl. The girls is getting serious. All I know is Arena was, girl. They started out like this. Arena started moving closer to Sherelle. I said, okay, so Arena ain't scary. Arena is with the shits, okay? Now, I was like, girl, now if Sherelle reach across and pop you, because, you know, the girls, what I can see is a common theme is the girls love to get in each other's faces, girl, okay? Girl, when she said the word, shady is a word that describes her husband, Sherelle said, you say what? Wait. Girl, when a writer says shady is the word that describes your husband, girl, Sherelle wasn't expecting that. Sherelle said, you say what? Wait. It's so hot in my book. I got my AC off, girl. It is so hot in here, girl. I tell you, girl, I was cracking up. Oh, girl, I was cracking up watching this episode. Anyways, girl, Ashley stepped in. I'm glad Ashley stepped in because Quick has started to speak. And I understood because this is Quick's event. But I'm glad that Ashley told Quick to basically like, no. Because stuff can go south. We already know how this stuff goes. Quick says the wrong thing to me. And Sherelle gives me the type of person where she would like pull the man card, the woman card. I'm a woman, don't address me. That's what Sherelle gave me low key. And I was like, girl, as soon as somebody say that, then I mean Black gonna have to jump in. Then Ashley gonna have to jump in. And then it's just gonna be a big mess. So I was happy that Ashley told Quick to kind of like step back. She got it. And that was pretty much it, girl. That was pretty much the episode. Girl, Arena pulled out her dictionary and said, do you know what the word shady means? Shady means. Sherelle, girl, you look crazy, girl. Your husband sounds like he was shady. And shady sounds like a better word than manipulative. What did they say? What did she say? What were the words that Joy used? And then Joy later came back and said, yeah, he was shady. So even if Joy didn't say the word, Joy did not say the word. And I'm not going to sit here and act like the choice of words that we choose to use, it matters, right? We know. So I'm not going to sit here and act like, girl, the word that you use, it could take a conversation from here to here, right? But in this situation, it just, I mean, girl, they've called your husband manipulative, inconsiderate, selfish. Girl, it is what it is, girl. I believe Joy. I believe that your husband was doing all that back in the day. That what Joy said. We'll find out if Joy telling the truth or not. I'm sure by the end of this season. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Let me turn this AC on, girl. It's hot as hell in this apartment. Bye, y'all.